All right, welcome today. I'm going to be showing you a little bit on AutoGen and Magentic 1. This recently came out on November 4th from Microsoft, and they released a new agentic framework here. So I'm going to walk you through how to use it, some of the examples here that they give, and how you can use it based on the repo that I've created with a little bit of a improved front end and a shockingly functional light and dark mode. And yeah, you can see here, here's how it starts. So we'll just prompt a new chat. I'll give an example. Let's say, in this case, we'll go with Austin, Texas. And we'll say, what is the weather in Austin, Texas for the next week? Please give it to me, including snow, if any, and put in a report with pretty pictures. So maybe we'll replace snow here as a PDF, and put in a report with pretty pictures from maybe, let's say, image search. Pretty pictures of Barton Springs. All right. Now what'll happen, we'll run this task and you can see it setting up Magentic 1. And the first user proxy, so this is us. And you'll see here the orchestrator, which is based on, in this case, I believe O1 Mini. Although you can use it with O1 Preview, of course. I've gone with O1 Mini because it's cheaper. Um, Furthermore, the other agents are running on 4.0 Mini. You can run them on 4.0. Again, rate limits are very high, so if you're just starting out, or very low, so if you're just starting out, it's going to be much easier to start with 4.0 Mini. And as you spend your way up, you will eventually be able to get more credits for 4.0. I also use it a lot, so eventually I've realized that 4.0 Mini has gotten a lot better. They've just recently updated it. Now, in the meantime, you can see here, so Magentic 1 is based on 5 different agents. And you can sort of see here in their documentation, you can see there's an agent orchestrator who runs on, in their case, O1 Preview. And then they send the tasks individually. The tasks are broken down from whatever you've inputted, and they are then sent to a coder, a computer terminal executor, and a web surfer and a file surfer. In our case, what I've done is I've set it up so that we have um, if you are setting this up yourself, you're going to want to go to the interface README here, and you'll be able to see everything. I've commented out the Microsoft directions as they are a little lengthy, and the directions have changed a little bit just for the sake of our front end. But you can see these, if you run this step by step, you'll be able to get this on your own local device. I would recommend if you have a MacBook M1 or higher, that's the fastest. Any equivalent for Windows will be great as well. Then once you're done with that, the README is going to be here also within the interface channel for further setup. So how to actually run the program once you're ready or come back to it. So for example, this is if you're coming back to the program and you can run the Streamlit app. So this is the basis of the front end. And every time you prompt it, it'll create a new folder. And you can see here, this is the one it's creating right now. Um, and let's go check on the agent. So it breaks out the plan, time frame next week, text what to look up, text what facts to check, web surfer. All right, and you get some back of thought as well, so you can see some of its chain of thought. And then you can see it sends here the task to the web surfer. So please look it up. Speaker goes to the web surfer, web search. Then the web surfer, it'll show you here what it has. Now, this output is a little crazy looking. It's very much intentional. It's so each of the agents can communicate with each other more effectively. Um, and you can see here, so it's looking up the weather. And you can see here the weather data has been gathered, but the PDFs have not been created. So it's seeing the task, it's seeing at what step and stage it is relative to the instructions we've given it. And you can see it sending it to the coder. Create a script to compile the weather forecast into a PDF report. Great. All right. So now you can see, here's the script. Coder creates the script. Okay, PDF has not been made yet, so please. Now it's sending that code to the executor, which in this case was the computer terminal. Missing dependency, so it's starting to catch a few errors here in the execution. And orchestrator's instructing it what to do. Some Python package. So now it's seen that that's a missing package. So it's actually asking the coder now to create that um, package dependency uh, installation command. All right. And as we move on a little more, you can see it's starting to execute. And here we go. We've got a PDF. Looks like it's created. It's not seeing that PDF. Orchestrator dot executor could not be found. Coder. So let's skip forward a little bit. So they're trying to figure it out. And let's see where it ends up here. PDF with the weather report images. Nice. Locating it effectively. So let's see, because I think it has been created here. Interesting. So it looks like it's not seeing our. Hmm. Looks like it's creating the script, but it's not seeing the file path. All right, I'm gonna stop this here. And looks like we're having some issues. So, and I would encourage everybody to feel free. If you are working with agents, it's very early technology still. And you're going to want to do a lot of editing to make sure it's functional. Luckily, Microsoft has done 99.99% of the brunt work here. Um, so I'm going to show it that file. This is the front end file here that does all the direction. I'm just going to say we're having an issue where the agents are unable to uh, locate the file directory being created on a new prompt slash chat window. Uh, they are. So this folder execute. Say the agents in general are still having issues tracking that file. So you can see here, they are having an issue seeing this file. Every time we start a new chat, there's a new file, right? And if the agents are having trouble seeing this file, then but they are being able to create it, then it's probably something in the prompting that we can maybe do or adjustments here. So let's see what it says. And I'm going to give this to Owen preview. 40 cents. Now, there are some modifications I'll be doing on top of this. So sounds like the agent, not cursor. Ensure the agents are initialized with the log directory so they can access the correct directory, update a code, update the agents to use the correct code. So it looks like, okay, magentic one helper. Okay, so there's another file that's needed here for context. It's going to be this one here. Need more context, let me know. And another thing I like to say is don't guess. Let's see how that works. All right. I felt prepared. Good. The downloads folder is set to OS to. All right, so let's adjust this and see if this makes the difference. All right, let's see if it gets stuck again. If not, great. If yes, what are you gonna do? Keep working at it. All right, let's try and keep up with this. Surfing error. What's going on with our web surfer here? Hmm. See if it worked on a different tab. Same issue. Oh, yeah, no. Hmm. Interesting. What's it doing here? See if the web surfer works this time. Come on. And it worked. Funny guy. Funny guy, that web surfer. Hmm. All right. So this is looking good. If we recall, what we want to see is if the file surfer can find this. Error 404. Not found. Okay, let's see. It looks like the file surfer. Which is interesting because the executor is still. How is it downloading it then? So the coder is creating the Python file in here, defaulting to the current work directory instead of logster. Okay, so let's see if I can go to find this file surfer. Funny guy, file surfer. Come on. Simple way, Command A, Command K. See if there's anything else funny in here. We're gonna stop this. I like to ask the question first. No, don't integrate the code. Okay, please make sure that the file surfer knows to use the self.base directory. And then let's say if already is, let me know how. Oh, line 89 or 102. So let's see, line 89. Concept task. Okay, I'm gonna escape out of this. See if this makes some changes, then let's see. Just got to make sure it doesn't change the whole file process, but it shouldn't. It's a bit slow. See if there's anything else can identify and solve while we're at it. Looks like it was just that line. Okay, let's run this again, see what we can get. Hopefully a different result, better result. Let's see. Request is not yet satisfied. Not gathered the weather forecast or the images to create the report. No problem. No problem yet. Okay, good. Looks like Web Surfer is back online. Don't know what was up with him earlier. Okay, beautiful. Looks good. Weather information found. Action requests. Let's see if this file is getting created. We just have the log for now. I'm wondering if these pictures are being captured because I'm not sure if it is. It says it is. Gotta trust little buddy. Yeah, previews are not working. I wonder if that's something to solve. PDF report not yet been successful. Let's see. So Python's there. Let's see if the executor's having trouble seeing it. Okay, that's fine. That's just a package. Missing libraries. Coder. Nice. Looks like everything's passing nicely. Convert to PDF. Hmm. PDF report has not been created successfully. Two different methods faced issues with dependencies. Manually convert to PDF using okay. Hmm. Okay. So it looks like it's got the content. So the issue is with the executor in this case. Let's see why. Where's that executor? No module named fpdf. Is that it? Request. Hmm. You know what I'm gonna do? I will do this. Oh, bang. And then we'll go to ChatGPT. We'll say, oh, and Mini. Why didn't this work? How can I make sure we get the agent this next time? Okay, let's see. I love that. It cheated on the 3 bullet points. It's funny. Simplifies it. Missing dependencies. Automated automated data fetching. Making the process unreliable. User-friendly tools for each part. Okay. Execution environment permits installing packages during runtime. So the executor only permits installing packages during runtime, from my understanding here. Now, don't quote me on that. Let's go check. 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 Orchestrator, base agent, base worker, base coder, base file server, basic. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Definitely not. Okay, we got the coder. Here's the orchestration prompt if you guys want to adjust it. Orchestrator. Hmm. I suppose maybe let's do this. The executor agent's been having trouble making sure to install all the necessary packages. Please implement instruction to the. Let's see, who installs the packages here? I'm not sure if the executor creates and installs or if the coder has to create. Does the executor agent install, or does the uh, coder agent run give lines to install packages? to the executor. Let's see. Should be a pretty simple answer, but let's see. Coder agent primary responsibility: writing and modifying code scripts needed to accomplish. Um, Python scripts, running command line instructions, handling runtime environment, the scripts operate. Uh, oh, sorry, context windows. Context windows only answer this directly in one sentence. Code. Okay, so it looks like the coder does. Coder agent provides the camel. Okay, 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 okay. Please help implement the instructor to the coder agent to make sure he gives the all the installation packages necessary for the executor to work. Make sure if there is a package issue, it's properly passed to the passed back to the coder for installation. Oops. Quick question. Best place to start would be the orchestrator system message. Hmm. Okay, well, let's see. I am not closed book prompt. Okay, let's try it. I'm wondering if this was placed here specifically by the folk at Microsoft. Suppose we'll find out if it works. Bash your head against a problem until it solves itself. Well, you're gonna have to solve it, but hopefully he doesn't have a panic attack. Let's see. What is going on with this boy? Why is he so unreliable? Uh, hmm. Okay, I gotta stop prompting. Oh, one preview. Well, let's see. I'm sure he'll wake up. So I got the coder here. I wonder if the ensure to handle potential scraping issues with exception handling. Hmm. I would love to put a pause phase in here where the sort of like replit, if anybody's used that for the API keys. So agent system pauses to for key insertion. Okay, nice. Looks like he's woken up a little bit. Let's make sure it gets past the executor. Why? Looks like executor is like gone. Whoa. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? It's like file surfer's going a little haywire here. Python, what are you doing, man? Yeah, he's hallucinating big time. So executor boy is gone now, and where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Straight prompts. So execute. Oh, there he is. Script ran with Unix code 1, fpdf. Pip install fpdf. Come on. That's strange. Why? Let's see. Let's see. Requires the FPGA module. Indicates the script import. Extra's not found. Okay, well, duh. All right. Coder. He's like, bro, I told you. Uh, Strange. Why? I want to see what this executor is running, though. He's not very transparent. I don't like that. Trace back. Workspace slash. Is that? gotta go. Where's that workspace though? I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to be my logs, but he thinks it's called workspace. Um, I think I'm gonna kill it. I think I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, this is. I wonder if it worked though. Did it in the end? Script ran, or did it try to loop around it? Okay, I'm just gonna let it run, and then I'm gonna process the entire thing to parse the errors as a list, and then I'm gonna have that list condensed. Um, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, looks like it might be just about done. Other data forecast available, but Barton Springs is not attempting to fetch the data. Need to retrieve images of Barton Springs for the report. Finding images is the next step. Watch this be a whole mess again because it's not going to find the files. If it doesn't find the files, then that'll be interesting because that'll mean that our hard coding didn't work from earlier. Nice. Wow, interesting. Looks like it looks like it recognized that it wasn't actually pictures of Barton Springs, it was doing pictures of the weather. Uh, the web server is like, bro, why? Why do you make me do this? Okay. Lesson learned. Don't try and pull images. Okay, I think I'm gonna kill it here because there's definitely enough errors to learn from. Let's say. Double check. Uh, just make absolutely sure. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Help me distill the errors. Uh, okay, okay, wait, that's probably a bad prompt. Um, please help distill the errors and focus. Um, let's say help distill the errors into the bullet points of everything that went wrong with our AI agents for actionable fixing. And I'm going to cut off the video here before my encoder dies, unfortunately. Let's see. Web server image retrieval issues, manual image acquisition. directory creation errors. Okay. Oh, it just looks like it wants me to drop the settings. All right. I'm not going to do that though. All right. Now let's say, what were those files? What were those files? What were those files? So we want a relatively large context window for this. So I'm going to go with Sonnet new, and we'll say Streamlit app, because that's the most condensed way of showing it, the front end and just the general passing and what's happening. Then we'll give it the maybe the orchestrator prompts? No, that's not a good use of that. Let's say magentic one helper. Oops, that's the magentic one help. Come on. There we go. Magentic one helper. Um, what else is important here? README, maybe. Streamlit app, file surfer. Okay, well, let's stick with these. See the following error breakdown from a trial run of our AI agent system. I didn't really want it to change the code right off the bat. I'm not necessarily upset about that. Okay, let me, yeah, okay, good, good, good. Like burning up crazy tokens right now. Let's see. These changes implement directory structure, added in directories function to create all required directories, added error handling for directory creation, added try catch blocks around critical steps. And sometimes it's as simple as this, really. Like, did you mess up anything? The system? Oh, that shouldn't have been a question, but whatever. Get back at my. I was indeed making some assumptions. There you go. I'll follow up again. Considering you made assumptions, any files to look for elsewhere in the context of the project. Considering you made assumptions, are there any files or functions you'd like me to look for elsewhere in the context of the project? Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so it actually wants the errors, but I don't want to give it all the context. So can you distill for each bullet? And this is just so you can optimize your context window usage. 4.0's got a pretty big one, so um, fortunately, I actually don't know how much it is. I know Sonnet new is 200K. I think 4.0 is probably about the same. Distill for each bullet point what the hmm no, not distill. That's the wrong word. Can you give me for each bullet point the specific error that popped up? Sorry, I've been going all day. It's 5 o'clock right now. Any Docker config files since we're using Docker command line code executor. I want to look into the Docker thing, but yeah, yeah, that could make a big difference actually. Um, Now I'm not entirely sure which one of these is the config file because I am a noob. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Um, Let me go. Here are the errors. Actually, wait, it already said that, so let's just go paste. Let's say, uh, where is that web server agent? So, yeah. Web server agent was giving us troubles, wasn't it? Um, Multimodal. There it is. Okay, and then, uh, what? Yeah, let's say before I send this, let's go Control Shift 4. I'll say, which is the config file? I think it's the Docker file or maybe even the YAML. Typically, a primary config. Environment setup dependencies and any specific settings in the container. Okay, so it's the JSON. All right, dev con JSON. Devcon JSON. Send. Issues stem from the interaction between the web server agent and the directory file management system. For the web server image retrieval issues, error occurs in click ID and fill ID methods in multimodal web server. Do. Here's the minimal change needed in multimodal web server. Okay. Okay, containerized environment, current code disaster splits directory container for runtime folders. Should add directory creation checks. Is that the only thing that needed to be solved? What? No way. That's okay, that's that. But what about the other? Okay, hold on. Maybe the context window died. I don't know. Um, are they, is this all related to the, no way, no way, no way, no way. Okay, wait. Should I implement this? Quick question. Okay, go ahead. All right. If it says okay, okay. We fix the problems as they come, but we try to minimize them. And the thing is, it's also like, it's going to be wrong. Let's say it's wrong 10% of the time, but if you can get it to check itself, then even just checking once over, suddenly it becomes wrong like 1% of the time. Because now you've checked out that last 10%. You've said, are you sure about that last 10%? And it'll go, "Eh." And then nine times out of 10, it'll give you the right answer within that 10% margin of error. I think it's worked for so far. So, all right, where are we at here? It seems like it's just going to be that code. Unfortunately, you have to wait for it and you can't just accept it pre. Okay, it wasn't that. Perfect. See what it's doing here. Oh, it's deleting stuff. That's nice. And it didn't even replace it, so I'm probably not gonna accept this batch. In fact, I'm definitely not gonna accept that. I'm not comfortable with that. But I'll accept the minimal change at the top that it was talking about. Okay, so let's go with yes. And then this stuff will say no. Where's that box? There it is. No. And no. Okay. Um, so now let's say, okay, web server image retrieval issues, directory creation errors. Um, but hold on, because I don't think the web server was the only one having issues with that. Unable to find and interact with the expected search input field. Fine. Okay, so instructor image is not found. So it looks like it was really just upset about the web server, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna Yeah, because it looks like it just wanted that. Yeah, it just wanted that. So what I want to know is about this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This. Because this path isn't right in that after the interface, there's this other new file that's being created, obviously, for the given chat. I'm just going to delete all these because I don't have patience. Delete. Great. All right. Yeah. Continue. Oh, no, 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 no. It's okay, bro. I don't care what else you had to say. Um, all right. Does this also solve the issue of the web surfer any agents being unable to find the new file path that was created uh, when the chat started? And then I'll just do at multimodal web surfer. So I'll just have it check its file again because I want to see if that deletion step was necessary or if that really was a hallucination. While we're creating directories in the init method, there's potential disconnect between where the chat system creates the folders and where the web server and other agents look for the key issues. The web server and other agents need to be aware of the chat specific folder path created with a yes. Okay, so it's I'm my only fear is that it's running out of context window now, and then it's not going to have enough left to fix the error. Um, yeah, let's see what happens if I do this. I want to see how much it tries to change. Args. I don't like that. I'm gonna go with stay at the debug directory. Okay, so it looks like it's already part of that. Uh, I hate doing this, but what? Uh, okay. Should we implement this? Trying to get the new directory that's created with the new chat window to be visible to the agent. Please do so carefully. One of the reasons I like to quick question it first is that if you quick question it, it's reading the context one time over and like really getting an idea of the full file rather than doing this from the start, sort of like just going line by line by line. Um, so it gets the context first. You ask it, it's like, okay, yeah, we do want it, and you're gonna want this here. And it can also it gives it a buffer period of chance to say like, okay, well, you do want like almost all of what it's giving you. Um, but maybe not every single line of code. And if it is every single line of code, then great, but where? So like you can see that this, for example, is a very different output than when I clicked apply. So I really, really like this method of just like fine tuning, making sure you're getting the right the right suggestions. So I will not accept this, obviously. Everything else I'll accept. And I mean, that's just me getting a feel for it, honestly. Like, yeah, it's it's an art more than it is a science. Um, okay, let's try this again. I'm part of me feels like this isn't even gonna run now. That's just my luck, but let's see. Okay, we shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's give it a shot. That's good. That's great. All right, see how it does. One thing that's so shocking about these systems is that they're so fast that they're literally faster than the web page, which is kind of crazy when you consider that with all the APIs, you'd think it would be slower. No, not really. Like this surfs the web faster than I could, just about fine tuning. Let's see what it says. Image search, image search. Great. Looks like the web surfer is not having these shutdown meltdowns again. This is good. Hmm, interesting choice of web page. Was this, I wonder if one of these, I'm working on another project where I'm using the same framework to see if I can jailbreak it. Yeah, it looks like that photos. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Gathered weather data and images. Okay. Use the weather forecast and images to write a script. FPDF. Okay, nice. I'm really glad to see that. See if the executor can follow it. Of course it can. Then again, this should probably come first for the sake of, but I mean, I don't know. That agent should be reading it. Hmm. Missing module. Yeah. Coder's just like, you dummy. Script pro Ramba produced no output to the console. Unix code was 0. Interesting. So let's see if it's there. Here's, uh, oops. Yeah, where is it? Stream. So, okay, this is the file. It's got a very much more comprehensive structure. Like you can see it's building files out now, which is interesting. request module. So I guess it gave up on the FPDF again. Once installed, you can rerun a script to generate the PDF. See if that executor does it. So yeah, you can also start to see it in here. If you'd rather, you can like even just prompt it from here. Um, okay, there's that Python file. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Q Q Q Q Q Q. I don't know if this Q like oh, what's going on over here? Oh, it's this. What is that? I'm not sure I love that it's looking at the entire folder. Like it really should just be in this my logs folder. Um, but then again, it looks like he's only putting stuff into the my logs folder, so I don't know. Wait, why do we have two magentic one? Okay, no, I'm just losing sleep, I guess. What's it doing now? Did it finish? PDF not yet confirmed to be created and available for download in the expected directory. Attempts to find the PDF file have been repeated without success. All right, we're gonna have to rinse and repeat. I'm gonna come back to this and stop the video here. But feel free to play around with it if you think you have an idea of where this could go. Feel free to give it a shot, but a lot of potential for sure. AI agents are the future. Very fun, pretty easy plug and play solution compared to like Swarm and all these other systems that I've seen. Um, I will say downsides, caveat, no Anthropic, no XAI, no other APIs can really plug into it, so only OpenAI can be in this at the moment. Um, Feel free to give it a shot if you have any ideas, if you want to jailbreak it. Feel free to let me know. We got a whole community around it right now, so let me know.